Hello Disco Chickens. Welcome to another spin of the good old Planet Wibble. We're here today for Ren's brand new diss track about Kujo beats. Everyone watching this will be familiar with the sick boy situation and all that has gone on, so let's just dive straight in.
Trying to be the person who is rightly doing right, who is right there on the righteous path, no wrong in words I write. But the forces out there test me right, I'm trying to find the path and forgive all those who test my will, there's trouble in my heart. What the fuck, you little pussy? This ain't high rent number 2. This ain't pendulums or songs of hope the cunt took from you. And the last time we did this, the hope did prevail. Now the hope is the road that will choke a bitch pale.
Okay. Firstly, this beat is pretty sick, boy. And it seems like the song starts with Ren's attempt to stay on a righteous path and forgive those who test him, suggesting an internal struggle between his values and the anger he feels. But as the verses progress, Ren's darker emotions surface, and he finds himself torn between acting out of anger and trying to stick to his principles. I love the way this opened, with Ren grunting in exactly the same way as he did in the original track. Oh, by the way, have you all seen the BTS that's floating around for the Sick Boy video? It's only 1 minute long, but it's pretty fucking funny. Shall we have a quick interlude and watch it together?
Side effects of the show, we feel it worse when the side effects of the show, yeah.
It almost sounds like a threat.
Who's missing? But when you read that happens, what a shame, he's in pain, have another fuck, what a shame, he's in pain, have another go. Take another pill, here, take a couple more. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. You'll be feeling worse when the side effects will show.
I feel nothing on me, it's the world we sit. We're giving everything we need and we commoditize it. We consume, we destroy like a parasite. And it's Elvis, it's suicide, and still we come in. We are sick, we are standing on a cliff in the name of I'm the virus, what the virus is. How can you see that with a smile on the
A week or so. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. 2, 3, 4. Oh, what a shame. He's in pain. Have another go. Take another pill. Here, take a couple more. Let's see how you're doing in another week or so. Yeah, 3.
Any Wibbles, back to Kujo beat down. We've immediately got some nice high Ren references. Visually with the chair in the teaser clips, and lyrically when he says, "This ain't high Ren number 2." He's talking about hope and rope, pointing to one of the most iconic lines from High Ren. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. But here he twists that upon its head, no pun intended, saying that hope itself is the rope that can kill you. Hope itself is the rope that can kill you. That is a poignant thought indeed, given how Ren has said that through years of physical pain and misdiagnosis, hope was always a bit of a double-edged sword. And that's clever too, mentioning the pendulum, referencing another crazy good lyric from High Ren. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light, and the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. And how ironic, given how the Sick Boy song has helped so many people across the world suffering from physical and mental pain, and yet, due to this whole situation, has cast a very dark shadow across Ren's recent times, when he was trying to enjoy being back in the UK with his friends and playing live music once again.
No, just wait a sec. Cause there's nothing to be gained when you sever the neck. I know that art is a part of your heart, so you're upset. But this hate breeds hate, please wait, geez, Ren.
Nice, so this is a further reflection on High Ren. Like he's talking to himself, but is this supposed to represent Kujo beats now, on the floor and begging Ren not to kill him? And he is really losing it when he asks Ren to wait, just wait a sec. Unlike in Ren's song Murderer, where he says, "I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking kill them. Squeeze the trigger and pull it." Could Ren here be talking about the figurative death of Kujo Beat's career? Because I can't see anyone wanted to work with Kujo anymore after this fiasco, unless he does something drastically different after this to try and alter public perception.
I'm getting pretty sick of the sick boy, trying to be the it boy, trying to be the I'm so morally equipped boy. Face it, you're mad as fuck, Ren. Now let me cut this worm with my razor blade pen. Fuck it.
Ren fights back with the power of his words, wielding his razor blade pen to reclaim control over the situation. Ren paints himself as someone who will not tolerate disrespect, ready to cut with his words when pushed. And what in the name of Moby kidnappings is going on here? It's over, nobody listens to techno. Fuck Moby, and keep a close eye on that choir. There's some very familiar faces.
Hi Kujo, please don't try to struggle, hear me out, see I'm on your side really. Well, I was, till I found you could get a little greedy. Push your luck a little far. There's a moral, little Jimmy, of the cookie and the jar. See the needy and the greedy, they're just trying to fill a hole. So they take and then they take, and still the empty in their soul. They feel so hard done by, poor little you. Wanna take from me big, then I'll take from you too.
Oh, that's a nice call out to Money Game Part 3 with the Jimmy and the cookie jar line. And also echoed musically with that little melodic riff there. Did you hear that? Ren wrote the lyrics to this track on a train journey home, whilst in an email altercation between lawyers, and feeling like he just wasn't being heard. So he took the matter into his own hands. By the way, you're probably wondering why I'm dressed as a pig. Ren says that his character, Pigman, is a personification of greed, one of the most insidious of the 7 sins, which is why in his track 7 Sins it comes last. Greed is one of the biggest threats to our species as Ren sees it.
Shut up, slut, you said enough. I thought you said you like it rough. I thought you said she liked it rough. You're a bitch, man, what the fuck? I'm confused by this dynamic. Like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the killing you're committing is career suicide.
Okay, so this is supposed to represent Kujo and his girlfriend, who has been getting involved in the whole situation, messaging Ren and acting all reasonable, then immediately posting contradictory and defamatory statements online. It's actually Ren's friend Kai playing Kujo in this video. Ren admits to beating Kai up a bit during the filming process, and he also said on Twitch that it slightly turned him on. So, that's nice. Ren also gave a breakdown of his tattoos on the Twitch, including introducing us to the Slaughterhouse Bunny, who was designed by Kit and is called Johnson. But why would a bunny be called Johnson? Sounds pretty random, huh? Well, I mentioned Ren's song Murderer earlier, and I think it's no coincidence that Bunny Johnson was the name of a Jamaican-born former boxer who was the British heavyweight champion in 1975, becoming the first ever black British heavyweight champion. Ren has another tattoo with the phrase, "and so it goes." As we know, this is a line from Ren's beautiful song Chalk Outlines, featuring our bestest motherfucking diamond, Chinchilla. But the line originally comes from a book by Ren's favorite author, Kurt Vonnegut. The book is called Slaughterhouse 5, yep, slaughterhouse as in slaughterhouse. Vonnegut continually uses the phrase, "so it goes," after every mention of death and mortality in Slaughterhouse 5. But why? The main character Billy is able to display a flippant attitude to death and mortality because he has been influenced by the Tralfamadorians, a strange race of aliens who bring him back to their planet to exhibit him in a zoo. Constantly surrounded by death, bloodshed, and destruction, Billy has to figure out a way to deal with life's many horrors. Fortunately, the Tralfamadorians are on hand to give him a much-needed sense of perspective. According to their unique philosophy of time, time exists all at once. So if someone is dead at one moment, they're alive at another. This gives Billy a sense of peace when it comes to confronting dead people. Armed with this Tralfamadorian insight, he's able to deal with death more effectively, almost aloofly, as if it's really no big deal. Because of this, whenever he comes across a dead body, he simply shrugs his shoulders, says, "So it goes," and leaves it at that. He knows, or thinks he knows, that though such people may be dead at this precise moment, they're alive at others, and so there's no point in getting too down or upset. Every death, like every life, is somehow related in the overall scheme of things. This realization gives Billy a sense of security, the comfort that there's some kind of cosmic purpose to all of this. As in Ren's music, there's a profound exploration of suffering, acceptance, and resilience. Vonnegut's famous phrase, "And so it goes," encapsulates a resigned acceptance of life's inevitabilities, such as death and hardship. This sentiment can be seen in Ren's music, especially as he grapples with the pain of living with a misdiagnosed chronic illness. Just as Vonnegut uses repetition to illustrate how suffering becomes a routine part of existence, Ren's work often reflects a similar understanding, that pain is an unavoidable companion. That Bonnie and Clyde line is fire. "I'm so confused with this dynamic, it's like it's Bonnie and it's Clyde, but the killing you're committing is career suicide." Bonnie and Clyde were involved in multiple murders during their crime spree in the early 1930s. The infamous couple, Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow, were part of the Barrow Gang, which was responsible for numerous robberies, including banks, small stores, and gas stations, across several states in the U.S. during the Great Depression. Although they are often romanticized in popular culture, Bonnie and Clyde were violent criminals. They were directly or indirectly involved in the deaths of at least 9 police officers and several civilians. Clyde, in particular, was known to be the shooter in many of these cases, while Bonnie's exact role in the killings is less clear. However, both were actively involved in violent confrontations with law enforcement. Their criminal activities and killings made them notorious figures, and they were eventually ambushed and killed by police in 1934.
Oh guys, you probably think that this is extreme, I won't lie. Maybe just a little bit mean, you know. I feel a little bad about it really. Nah, I'm only messing, lad, I love to spank the greedy. Feel me? I hope you wake up sweating from your nightmares, see me. I'm the sick boy that you enslave, free me. When you fuck with my work, you might as well bleed me. I put my whole soul into my words legally.
Oh my goodness, the choir has been massacred. Did you spot anyone that you recognized in there? The choir signifies the unlicensed sample of a Bulgarian choir in the original. Ren wanted the choir to be represented as they were at the center of all of this. He is concerned that money is just going into the pockets of the publishers, and he is trying to find out if any will go to the performers, the Bulgarian choir themselves. Ren said that he would love to fly to Bulgaria and film directly with the choir, and give them fair equity as recompense. So far he's just flirting with the idea, if he can fit it in with all his other commitments. But wouldn't that be cool?
Now a little thief want beef, want steal from me. That's how little thief lose teeth, you meal to me. I'm the subject matter, you are part of the scenery. This is how the sick boy work, you feeling me? Cunt, I'm sick with the pen.
Ren emphasizes his deep connection to his art. "I put my whole soul into my words legally." He feels that Kujo has not only betrayed him personally but has also disrespected his work and identity as an artist. The line, "When you fuck with my work you might as well bleed me," illustrates how intertwined Ren's sense of self is with his music.
I went easy on the daughter, he's a friend, it's Zen. But if I ever hear your mouth speak the name of Ren out in public, then it's public, you don't want that again. And no warning for your bitch, of a girlfriend too. Mrs. Nice behind the scenes, poor Kujo, boo-hoo. If I ever read another fucking comment from you, then this is only part 1, it's even worse than part 2.
Lots of viewers will jump onto that last line and assume there's more to come. This is only part 1, it's even worse in part 2. But what Ren actually says here is, if I ever read another fucking comment from you then this is only part 1. Ren has said very clearly that he doesn't want to have to make a part 2. He's hoping this is the end of it all. That it gets resolved. That Kujo reaches out, apologizes, admits that he sold a beat with an unlicensed sample. Then as Ren says, he can move on, put this to bed, get on with life, and it will be the end of a very annoying chapter. And that disclaimer up there is really important. The views expressed in this video are for creative purposes. Any issues I have will be dealt with on a personal basis. I do not condone abuse or bullying. Take up Ren's challenge, Renegades. Be the better person here. Ren's diss track is a visceral response to a deep sense of betrayal. It reflects an inner battle between forgiveness and vengeance, with the latter winning out as Ren embraces his anger and confronts Kujo head-on. Through the mix of raw aggression and intellectual wordplay, Ren channels his feelings of hurt and frustration into his music, using it as a means to regain power and exact retribution. Ren is planning to re-release the Sick Boy album. It will be a special limited edition with the new Sick Boy version, possibly adding Kujo Beat Down and some other songs too. Keep hold of your old versions, they are now rare shinies. Sick Boy version 2 will come out on the anniversary of the album in October. But more music will be coming before that, including a beautiful song dedicated to Ren's little sister, who is a great singer, by the way, as Ren wanted to write something more positive, illustrating life's yin and its yang. See you next time, beautiful humans.